Okay, so we went to pick up some materials tonight, and I backed over a curb and evidently flattened my tire. So now we have to call the insurance. We've called the insurance, and we're waiting on a call back. And hopefully we can get towed home tonight, but we're in a pretty rural part of the area. And it's raining, so it may be one of those things where they're a little bit more busy tonight. So we're going to see what happens, and hopefully things work out really good, but we really don't know what's going to happen just yet. Hopefully we'll be towed home and all is well, but we'll know more shortly. So we've decided to go get some food at Tegut and wait on the call back, and then we'll hopefully know more. But we're a little bit hungry. It's about 6 o'clock at night, and it's already dark here. So we're just going to go get us some food, and we'll know more later. Okay, so we found us some materials that we went to pick up, and when I was backing into the driveway, I backed over a curb and damaged my tire. I heard it, but I didn't know that's what I heard until we were leaving. And so now once we left, we heard the tire kind of making some noise, rumbling back there. So we pulled over and checked, and sure enough, it is flat as flat can be. I jacked it up and to check the tire, see if it was, something that could be repaired, and I could stick my whole hand into the hole. So, so we walked. So we're going to walk down to the Tegut now and get us some food, and waiting on the tow truck driver to give us a call back to see what's going to happen. So we're going to go to the Tegut and get us some food. All right, well, we got us some food. Got us some sausage, some cheese, some water, some chips. And now we're going to go sit in the car and I guess eat our dinner and figure out what our next steps are. It sounds like the tow truck driver's a long way away or not willing to take us where we're going to go. So we're trying to figure out what the verdict is. All right, so we're back in the car from our little trip to Tegut to get us some dinner. So it seems the tow service just wants to take us to a shop nearby, which is really not going to do us any good tonight. And they said they'd pay for a taxi to take us home, but our car would be 30 minutes from home, still on a flat tire. And so I don't know what to do. I think we may just take the taxi home, and then I'll try to get a tire over here tomorrow and just change it myself. So we'll see. Just kind of playing this by ear. Not much fun. And it's raining. So there we are. That's the tire. Flat as can be. And we drove on it. So the sidewall is like really soft now. So I think the tire's ruined. So I can't get the phone back there, but I can get all 4 fingers into the hole. And yep, that's looks like we're gonna be stuck here for a moment, and maybe have to even come back and change a tire on the side of the road here. We're in a parking lot, which is good, but we may have to move because it's a business parking lot with personal parking spaces is where we're at. We're at this place here. So we're gonna see what happens here. I don't know how to deal with this because they're not wanting to take us home. So hopefully that's the only tire that I have a problem with. I think it is. That one's good. That one's good. And that one is loaded. So we have this many tiles in the back, so pretty heavy. And we're all fogged up because we've been sitting in here wet and warm. It's a little chilly out, but not too bad. So yeah, it's good times. So we bought these peanut chips and some salami and some cheese. And the little peanut chips just taste like peanuts, not much good, but they're crunchy. So there's that. Okay, well, it seems we are going to be taking a taxi home. And hopefully they're covering up to 150 euro. And hopefully they will be able, within that 150 euro, hopefully they can bring me back and then I can just change the tire. But we'll ask him that once we're on the way home. If that doesn't work, then I may have to take the train over to my father-in-law's house, borrow a car, and then do a bunch of driving, get my tire changed, and then come back here like 3 or 4 times just to get this tire changed. So we'll see how things play out. Right now, we're just waiting on the taxi driver to get here. And then we've got about a 30-minute drive to get home, and we'll see. We'll know then what I need to do if he can't bring me back. But hopefully that's going to be the verdict. He can just bring me back here, and then I can just swap the tire out and drive home. That'd be the best case scenario. So fingers crossed. All right, so my jack has failed on me a little bit here. So I'm hoping I can make this work. But I've got my tiles stacked up here holding the car up. And now the jack is a little funky here. So I'm hoping I can make it work. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, I've got the new wheel on. And the jack, it did work. But I'm wondering if it's going to continue to work. I have to let it back down, take a few of these stones out, and then finish setting it back down. So hopefully this works without falling completely off the jack. Yep, there's my hole. It's a little bit it's a little hole. Thought we were gonna get that to repair with some Fix-A-Flat. All right, well, it's time to go home now. All right, so I am on the way home. I'm driving extremely slow because the tire that I put back on here is not rated for the weight that I'm carrying at the moment with all these tiles. And so it does not look very happy being on this vehicle right now. So I'm on back roads, curvy roads, and the roads are like really, really dirty from a big windstorm. So there's branches and leaves and everything all over the road. So I'm driving really slow and careful and trying not to put any extra load on that tire than has to be done. So hopefully I'll make it home with no problems, and then I'm gonna have to spend a little time getting all this tile out so that my wife can drive the car to work tomorrow. And yeah, this has been a very eventful evening, so hopefully it all turns out okay and I'll make it home just fine. All right, I made it home, no problems. Now I just have to unload all this stuff and all the tiles, and then I can go to bed. So it is, right now, it is 11 o'clock, it looks like. So, late night. But all ended well. We're home. I'm home. And now I just got to get this stuff unloaded. All right, good morning, guys. Today is another day. So here is the tire that blew out on me. You can see how big that hole is. I jacked it up, tried to air it up, see if it would actually hold air, and it didn't do anything, and I think that's why. So this morning I got up and swapped out the other three. So now we got our snow tires put on the car. So that kind of needed to happen anyway. These are all weather tires, so they are kind of a snow tire, but I could tell that they already weren't handling the cold weather and wet roads and stuff well. So it's good that I put those on. My jack also is now destroyed, and so I will need to get another little temporary jack to put in the car. I think maybe I'm going to try to do a bottle jack. I think that's just a much easier system to deal with. This thing really sucked to use, so I'm gonna do something about getting a bottle jack in the car. These are the tiles that I broke during the process, because the ground was like a gravel parking spot, and so I used some of the tiles we picked up last night to support the car and also to be under the jack. So these were already halves, so that's not or not even halves, but they don't really matter. But I had three large ones broken. But here's what we picked up last night. So this is supposed to be about 13 square meters, or 13 square yards would be about the equivalent. It's well over 100 tiles. So that was it was a good deal. I'm glad we went and got them. I'm not happy that this happened, but you know, all in all, everything went smoothly as it could have without having a spare tire in the car. And so the taxi took us home. Then the taxi took me back to the car, and I was able to swap this thing out and get it back on the road. So now we've just got to deal with getting a new tire before next year, and we have a whole lot of tile to install. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. See you on the next one.